Disclaimer: this material is for informational purposes only and is not a call to action. Trading with a robot is only allowed if all rules are followed. Dear friends, hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be reviewing how I will try to turn $1 into $4,000 to $5,000 in just about 10 to 15 minutes of trading. An AI-based trading robot will help me with this, generating signals for me. The duration of each of my trades will be 10 seconds. Each time I will trade with my entire balance that I have earned. Yes, this is a very risky way to trade, but I want to try it out and test this opportunity. $1 is my starting capital. The link to this robot will be in the description below this video. But before I start trading, I'd like to show you a review from one of my subscribers who decided to share his feelings after starting to trade along with me. Thank you so much for such an honest review. It's really nice to read this. I'm incredibly happy that I'm actually able to make a good, positive contribution to someone's work or learning. So friends, I think I'll get started. The first asset I'll be trading is a currency pair, Swiss franc and Japanese yen. I'm requesting a signal for 10 seconds. According to the signal, I need to open a sell trade. Oh, sorry, it's already been quite a tough day. I need to open a buy trade. I opened a buy trade. The signal accuracy is 94%. The trade was profitable, and now my balance is already $1.92. I think I'll move on to the next asset. Canadian dollar and Japanese yen. I find this asset and request a signal for 10 seconds. According to the signal, I need to open a sell trade. The accuracy of this signal is as high as 98%. I predict that the price should close below the entry point according to the market indication. That's correct. And now the balance is already $3.69. Excellent. We can move on to the next trade. And the very next significant trade will be placed on the Canadian dollar and the Swiss franc. So now let us proceed to locate this particular financial asset. Asset found, requesting a signal. The signal says buy. The trade is open. A strong upward impulse for buying after receiving the signal, which will allow me to take profit on this trade as well. And that's exactly what happened. And now there are already $7 in my balance. Super! Guys, remember that trading always involves risk. And not saying this would be very wrong, because I'm not like other bloggers. I always tell the truth, the whole truth, because in trading there is always a risk of losing your capital. So be vigilant, be careful, trade according to risk management and money management, and never trade just to win back a loss. That always leads to bad consequences, and in our field a bad consequence means losing all your capital. So be careful. Australian dollar and US dollar, the next asset. 10-second signal, and according to the signal you need to buy here. Alright, the trade is open. Let's wait for the result. I just need a good upward impulse for the trade to close. The trade closed in profit. The impulse fully justified itself. Excellent. Moving on to the next asset. Arabian dirham and Chinese yuan. 10-second signal. According to the signal, you need to sell here. I opened a sell trade. Of course, I should have opened it here. Here, there would have been a higher chance that the trade would close in profit. But despite this, the trade still closes in profit because the robot's opinion was based on its own technical analysis, and it predicted a further decline. Excellent. I can move on. So the next one will be a crypto asset. BNB is the next crypto asset I'll be trading. Alright, requesting a signal. According to the signal, I need to open a sell trade here. I completely trust the opinion of the trading analytics robot, which tells me, don't worry, this trade should close in profit for you. And that's exactly what happened, and now the balance is $50. So it turns out I started with $1 and now the balance is already $50. This trading robot is free and the link to it will be in the description below this video. Moving on to the next asset. Swiss franc and Japanese yen. A 10-second signal, and according to this signal I need to buy. I'm opening a buy trade. There are only 5 seconds left until the signal ends, but the price is trading much higher than the entry point, which brings a profit. And my balance is already almost $100. I've increased my capital almost 100 times just with this trading. An interesting experience, really cool. I haven't traded from $1 in a long time. I'm curious to see where this will lead. Canadian dollar and Japanese yen. Requesting a signal for this asset. Alright, buy. That's it, the trade is open for a buy after receiving the signal. Let's wait for the results on this asset. I hope it closes in profit for me. And that's exactly what happened. And now I have $184 in my balance. The next asset is the Canadian dollar and Swiss franc. I'm opening this asset and requesting a signal. According to the signal, what do I need to do? Buy. Despite such a strong upward price movement, the trading robot is convinced that it will still be a buy. Let's see if that's really the case. That's right. The robot was correct and the 92% accuracy just proves itself once again. Alright, I can move on to the next asset. So the amount in the next transaction will be $354 and I will have an asset. Well, we have already traded on this. Let's maybe choose other currency pairs. I think it will be good. Why not? Let's check the robot's work on other assets. You can trade with euros, right? Okay, so what shall we trade? Euro, US dollar. So this is the British pound. Come on, euro, US dollar. 10 seconds purchase. Here too the robot says to buy. 92% accuracy on this signal. Well, so far everything is going well, as is the robot's opinion. But I had a comeback. Let me open another buy trade because, well, in my logic, there was a breakout of the resistance zone, based on which the price should continue to rise. And that's exactly what happened. $680 in the balance. The result is excellent. Alright, let's keep going. Euro and Turkish lira. I'm opening this asset on the trading robot, requesting a signal for 10 seconds. According to the signal, the trading robot says to buy. Of course, I open a buy trade after receiving the signal. And let's wait for the result on this asset. The result is positive. $1,300 in my balance. Alright, super. I like it. Let's move on. Euro New Zealand dollar. I'm finding this asset. So where was it? If I'm not mistaken, it's either on the other side. Here it is, yes. Euro New Zealand 10-second signal. Here it's a sell. Alright, okay, 94% accuracy. Let's wait for the results. So far everything is good. Yes, super. The trade closed in profit. $2,509 in my balance. I'm extremely happy with this result. We can move on. So let's go to the next asset. But before we move on to the final asset, I want to remind you, because the next trade will bring in 4,800 if we manage to earn what? It's 50-50 because, well, of course the robot's opinion is taken into account, but there's always a chance that you could just lose your balance. Guys, remember this, I really ask you, because, well, you need to understand this. You always need to understand this. You need to be at least prepared for it, because this is extremely important information. No blogger will tell you this. I'll explain why. Because there is honesty and there is dishonesty. I am an honest person and I want you to know that, well, right from the start. The next asset is the euro and the British pound. I find this asset, request a signal, and according to the signal, I buy. Let's see what happens here. The price drops sharply, giving a good upward impulse, which will allow me to make a profit. And that's exactly what happened. An excellent impulse. $4,800 on my balance. By the way, I want to remind each of you that I started with just $1. I think this review content turned out just awesome, because I managed to turn $1 into $4,817. The result is simply amazing, thanks to the AI-based trading robot that helped me with this. The link to it will be in the description below this video. I wish you all a great day and see you next time, guys. Bye everyone.